Hey guys, and I haven't done an infertility video in a while, and I feel like this is the perfect time of year to talk about this. For instance, today I'm going to a family Christmas party, and to be honest, I don't want to go. Like, I know that sounds terrible, and I love my family and I want to see them, but I'm not looking forward to seeing like everybody with their kids and happy and kids opening gifts. It's really depressing. And I think it's something that people who haven't gone through this, like our family members and stuff, don't understand. Or baby showers, I know are, luckily I haven't had to go to any, so I can't relate to not wanting to go to any. But I think that's another thing that we don't talk about, like, and people don't understand, is like how hard those things are for us. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it today. First off, Christmas and infertility equals depression for me, at least. I mean, Christmas is, yes, to me at least, I'm not saying this is for everybody, it's about the birth of Jesus, and that's the most important thing about Christmas, but it's also about family and kids. And when you don't have, I mean, we all have families, but not like our own little families. A lot of us suffering with infertility, and that's really hard. It's hard to go to Christmas things with my family and see like all of them with their kids and everybody getting stuff for the kids. And it's hard for people that, I'm very vocal about my infertility on Facebook, but there's still some people in the family that aren't on Facebook and don't know. And it gets really old hearing, when are you going to have kids? The number one tip I can give you guys for that is just be honest. Be honest about your infertility. Be loud and proud. I mean, I'm proud of it. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't sound right. But I mean, here's the thing. My husband and I have been married 9 years this year. Next year will be 10. And we have been together since high school, which will be 13 years. And ever since we got married, we've been hearing, when are you guys going to have kids? When are you guys going to have kids? And granted, we've only been trying almost 3 years. Some of that time we're just like, we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Lay off of us. But it never stopped. And then we got to the point where we're infertile. You know, the first year it was easy to tell people still, we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Because we didn't want people to know we were trying. Then we got into the second year. That's when things changed. And I got sick of it. I talked about my infertility on Facebook because if I have to listen to about your pregnancy on Facebook and every little thing your baby does or your child does, or even like people's grown children, if I have to hear about that, then guess what? I have a right to talk about my infertility and how much that sucks. So that crowd of people realized what we were going through. Well, they don't necessarily realize what you're going through, but they're like, oh, okay, this is awkward and uncomfortable and I don't want to talk about it. And that got people to back off. But there's always going to be people that aren't on social media or don't know. And the best thing you can do, the last time we encountered somebody like that was a family friend of my dad's. And every year I see him, he's like, when are you going to have kids? He's been like that since we got married. And I just ended up saying we're infertile. And it's awkward, but not for me. It's awkward for the other person. So it takes a lot to say that. There's almost like a stigma, a shame around it, like something's wrong with you, or I don't know. And for me, I'd rather just say it because I don't want to hear people ask me, and especially at Christmas time. There's hard moments. There's a song called Where Are You Christmas? I'm about to cry. It's so emotional. It's by Faith Hill. I'll link the video in the description box below. And when my mom first died, when I was 22, the first year without her, that song like struck a nerve. I felt like I'd lost Christmas, the meaning of Christmas. She loved Christmas. I love Christmas. I get so excited like a little kid. I decorate our house. I go out. I have a Christmas Eve party for our family or friends, anyone that doesn't have anywhere to go. And yeah, like that first Christmas, that song, I had to turn it off every time I heard it. And then, so I was 22 then, I'm 31 now. And last year I heard it and I was like, oof, you know, like, oh, I don't want to, that song strikes the nerve again, because Christmas, like, I lost a little bit of that Christmas spirit. Every year we go without having a child. So, yeah, that was like, oof. That was hard. And then this year when I hear it, I'm back to having to turn it off because it kills me. I feel like I went about Christmas, you know, I did our traditional things. We put the lights up. So, you know, there's some excitement. My life's not terrible. There's excitement, but days like today, I am dreading this family party so much. And sometimes we do things like, at least maybe it's just me. So, we are in the new year moving forward with our foster adopt stuff. So please don't tell me, why don't you just adopt? If you're some random person without infertility coming across this video, please don't say that to me. Please don't say that to anyone that's infertile, because adoption's not for everyone. But yes, we plan on doing that. And there'll be videos about that. But anyway, I so badly want that Christmas spirit and that excitement, and, you know, like, I want to do things with my kids and I don't have any, so I try to make stuff with my niece and nephew special because I don't ever really see them, the young ones. My older one, you know, she's older and it's not as, what I'm about to talk about isn't something that would be as fun for her, but I tried to I went to find Santa Claus because I wanted to have Santa Claus come Christmas Eve to our house and he was gonna tell the kids stories and just, I think he does some activities with them, and then he has to go because he has to deliver all his presents, but the price was outrageous and we just don't have the money, but I had told my friend this and he was like, what are you doing, Heather? Like, why would you don't even see your niece and nephew. It's, I mean, I can see if you had your own kids. I'm like, but I don't have my own kids. Like, so this is something like I can't give to my own kids, so I want to give it to my niece and nephew. And again, he didn't understand like what it's like because he has his own kid and he didn't have to try it. Like, him and his wife started trying around the same time, and it was like their first cycle, she got pregnant right away. No problems with the pregnancy, no losses, just boom, she was pregnant. And so it's kind of like, you know, you don't understand. Like, you'll never understand. Just wanted to tell all my infertile people that I'm thinking about you this holiday season, and I'm praying for you guys, all of you, all my subscribers that are going through this, all my friends that are going through this. Just know that there's other people out there going through it, and hold your head up high. And I guess, like, honestly, if it's too hard for you, don't go to the party. I don't really want to go today, but I'm going to go. I haven't seen any of my family except for Thanksgiving, and I never get to see my dad, so he's going to be there, so I'm going to go. But if it's too hard for you, then don't go, and don't feel bad about it. If people try to get on you about it or why weren't you there, then be honest with them. And maybe they won't understand, maybe they will, but at least they know why then. And I hear a lot of people in my infertility group talk about, like, they feel bad because they don't want to do this and that, or they don't want to go to this. And if I got invited to an acquaintance's baby shower, I probably wouldn't go. That'd probably be too hard for me. If it was a friend's, like a good friend's, then yes, I would go. As hard as that would be, I would go, because most of my friends right now either don't want to have kids or are dealing with infertility. So I would be happy for them. Not that I wouldn't be happy for my friends that got pregnant like that, but it would just have more meaning and be more special. So anyways, people that don't understand are gonna think that things you do are ridiculous, and you know what? Screw them. I have people that think how I am with my dogs is so ridiculous, but usually those people have kids. They don't have any issue with having kids. So they don't understand how important my dogs are to me. And even if I did have kids, I feel like my dogs are still gonna be that important to me. People, it drives me crazy. There's this one person that came and talked to me, talk crap about my best friend to my face, not realizing we were best friends, and then went and did the same thing with him, and then he came and told me. So it's just funny because apparently she said that I'm crazy, like I treat my dogs like they're people, and I am like just crazy basically. But you know what, maybe I am a little kooky, but I don't care. And if you need to be a little crazy, if you need to throw your dog a birthday party, there is nothing wrong with that. If you want to have your dog have an elf on a shelf, go for it. My dogs have an elf on a shelf. A really sad thing last year I had to go through was Christmas Eve. We're decorating cookies with my younger niece and nephew. My nephew goes, "Auntie, where's your elf on a shelf?" And at the time it was easier to say this. Now I'd probably like burst out crying. But I was like, you know, when you have a baby, then Santa sends your elf. But this year I was like, this is too depressing. I'm getting my dogs an elf and I don't really care. And every morning they find their elf and they get a cookie. And you can think I'm crazy. I don't care because I'm doing what I need to do to get through it. And if you need to do what you need to do to get through it, that's fine too. Just don't let people make you feel bad about the things you have to do to get through infertility, because it's a really hard thing. People don't talk about it and people don't understand. And yeah, trying to think, there's so many other things that people think I'm just like crazy because I do. I put cookies out for Santa. Does anyone else that like doesn't have kids do that? I mean, I do that. I honestly, I don't care. I don't care. I do it. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I just wanted to let you know that your crazy little things you do are okay. Do what you need to do to get through. And if you don't feel like going to a party, don't go to it. Because you know what? Nobody knows what you're going through except other people going through it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.